Put your kids to bed, because you're about to get naked with the West Side Wise Guys Podcast Radio. Forget about it.
The Tri-State got hammered tonight by Derek Beasley.
Now, there were several reports of a match on that gasoline.
Get off the steps now! I want the camera out! Who gave you permission? I need your name!
It went from a sunny, beautiful afternoon to a rocky.
Who gave you permission to film? Get off the steps!
How to have better sex.
I'm calling the police now!
Hair tugging.
Call 911 now! You know what, asshole?
Hello?
Yo, 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 it's the motherfuckers that'll eat your pussy without the peanut butter on it. It's the West Side Wise Guys show. Tonight,
I prefer the peanut butter.
tonight we're going to talk about if you could choose a way to die, what would you choose? And what do you think the success rate is of friends that hook up? And when did smiling in photos become the thing to do? Tonight on the West Side Wise Guys show. What's up, everybody? This is Rick, and we are the West Side Wise Guys.
We got about 12 computers going in this motherfucker, and so far, it seems like everything's working. I'm still waiting on confirmation.
Duke Energy just hit the auxiliary button about 3 minutes ago.
The nuke power reserve.
So the little light dimmage that you seen, the light flickering, that was just us going on the air. So you should be good. We got Deuce with us tonight, Jimmy, Roger, as usual, and we're gonna jump right into it. Let's start with Jimmy. If you could choose a way to die, what way would you choose?
I'm going to say I would like to go coming.
Yeah, see,
Ain't that going to be everybody?
this is going to get ruined because we were all going to say that.
I mean, why not? Fuck it.
Okay, let's assume that we can't go.
Okay, we can't do it that
coming.
way. Well,
Let's assume we can't be coming and going all at the same time.
I'd like to have a heart attack ejaculating. Is that
That's the
different?
same thing. You can't reword it and make it the same thing.
I want to die in my sleep.
Yeah, that's a safe
I
one.
want to
though.
die in my sleep.
But let's assume you got to suffer some trauma.
You gotta suffer something.
What's the most trauma you? I would never want to be burnt up.
I don't want to drown either.
I guess pushed out of a fucking window and fall about 50 fucking stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be good.
I want to look good in my coffin, though. You know what I mean? Like, I mean that's kind of shitty to say, but
out of the building. It's
I don't
want
want
to close.
I don't want a closed casket.
Well, I mean, the back of my head might be fucked.
Well, let's see. You can't have it open if you burn up. You
Right.
can't have it open if you fall from a 50-story building. If you die in your sleep, you can't.
I want to be shot. Just shoot me. I
Yeah,
think.
but the only problem is,
shoot me right in the heart or something.
yeah, it'd have to be the heart because that can be covered up by your Men's Warehouse shirt.
Right.
But if you get shot in the head, you can't. Unless it's in the back of the head. and
Another
they can
closed casket.
Unless they can lay the hole on the pillow. You know what I mean?
I bet if you get shot right between the eyes, I bet they could fix that. And
I've seen a guy that got shot several times, and they put his face back together.
what?
You ever seen that magic putty
You get
on that commercial?
seriously, they shot.
Fucking J.B. Weld.
Well, this dude got tortured, and they
Tortured?
he was a dope boy.
Oh, all right.
And they shot him in his temple and shot him in his face a few times.
And then they put that magic putty on it and put some foundation number 7 from Clairol on it, and you couldn't even see.
Well, you could see the darkness in the spot. It looked kind of weird, like he was
Like you went to the
fucking-
dude's funeral?
Yeah,
That's creepy.
I don't know.
at the time it was my girlfriend's uncle.
My brains weigh so much, they would probably have to epoxy the hole shut to keep them from falling out.
So your shit be oozing out the side.
Yeah, you know what I want? I want a 3-piece coffin. You know how they got 2 pieces? You can open the bottom and I want a middle, like about a foot thin. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That way you can open my cock portion of it.
And see all
So
your
you want
fucking-
everyone to see your dick one last time?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I always
see
said
all your jack sleeves.
But I want them to remember me how they remember me alive. So
so you're gonna be buried upside, not upside down, but like your head will be at your feet and it'll just be your cock.
yeah, my
You're gonna
dick-
have your dick acrylic
yeah. I want to do that, and then I want to have like a
stuffed penis.
I want to have my cock carved out of stone.
Oh wow!
On your headstone.
Yeah, that way chicks can ride it when they visit me.
Go visit Richard.
Yeah, but I mean it can't be nothing rough like stone or something. It's got to be something smooth like
Glass.
Granite.
Granite.
Or glass. Yeah, glass.
They can do a
with-
glass because when it's cold out,
Well, there's glass dildos.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it'd be like, well, what are you doing today? Well, it's Rick's birthday. Figured I'd go ride his dick at the cemetery.
So you want like a casket that opens like in the middle, not
Yeah, it's just got a small 1 foot wide door that you can just open the middle, and the two sides will be closed.
That's fucking weird. I did not expect that to come out of you.
And I hope I die with a hard on, because when you die, you get stiff.
Yeah.
So if you
Literally
die with a
gonna be
hard
stiff.
on, does it stay hard?
I think yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
I think it would.
I think it probably would.
I mean, what makes you stiff? Is it your muscles?
No, rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis.
But I mean, like, because like if you feel a dead person's skin, it's still like normal skin.
When you ever feel a dead person's skin?
Man, I touch everybody I go visit. I'll touch them on the hand and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gave my grandma a kiss in the coffin. On her forehead, but
Ooh, I don't think I've ever done that. I think I just, it's like a drive-through, man. Hey, see you.
that's, I mean, it's them.
Yeah, just in
I know, but
just
The
laying
only
there
weird,
sleeping.
the only weird part of it is fucking their forehead's cold as fuck.
really?
Yeah, it feels like kissing an ice cube.
They probably just got out of the freezer.
Yeah.
Probably did.
Well, they did. They wanna
That's
keep 'em
weird.
Kind of fresh.
That's weird. You die and you become a popsicle.
Yeah, I mean when they flush the radiator. Anybody want some popsicles? When they flush the radiator, you don't have no antifreeze in there, so there's nothing to keep it warm.
Formaldehyde.
Well, I get that, but I figured I would at least be room temperature.
You know, that's fucking weird. How do we stay almost 100 degrees? Like, how do we stay 100 degrees when it's 10 outside? It doesn't make any. It doesn't. I don't understand it.
I guess the friction of your blood moving through your veins generates heat, I guess.
I don't know.
Rick,
what it is.
I would take a bet that you're probably about 10 degrees hotter because you like to touch yourself a lot.
Shannon's not here. She'd Google that for us tonight.
It's like 98.6. We're supposed to be.
Right.
I bet my dick's 102.
Shit, that motherfucker's probably got burns on
That's
it.
a lot of rubbing.
You see the Shriners a lot, don't you?
Why? That's why I jerk with aloe vera. Kill two birds.
I always said that if
moisturizing.
I don't know
as
that
he
you can even
jerks.
I don't know that you can even do it, but I always said that if like me and Shannon die at the same time, I want to be buried in the same casket.
You can
I'm
do whatever
sure-
the fuck you want as
I don't
long as
think
you have
so.
the
They
money
would
to do it.
whatever
buddy.
you wanted.
You think?
If you had your favorite car and you want to be buried in that motherfucker, they will bury you in it.
Cost you money, but
Yeah.
Well, they probably got to strip all the fluids and
well,
shit out
due
of
to
it.
the economic portion of it, they might charge both of you two for 2 plots, 2 burials. You know what I mean? But
Right.
they'll still put you in the same box.
You think so?
There's husbands and wives
said-
not in the same like casket, but they got like if the husband went first, he was buried on bottom, and then they. put
I
her
want to
on
be
top.
in the same. I want to be frozen.
side by side
I want to be frozen.
in the spooning position.
How did you know?
I want to be inside my wife.
Mr. Coroner, could you put his penis in my mom's vagina? That's what my dad would have wanted.
Could you imagine?
I can see Nick saying that too.
You're officially
this
a
is just
sick
like-
son of a bitch.
This has got to be the craziest request that you'll ever hear here. My dad wants his face between my mom's legs.
Really?
You're gonna have to have a lot. No, I'm saying this is Rick here.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying this is Nick talking to the corner guy.
I thought we were having
No,
a
no, no, no,
confession
no, no,
or
no.
something.
You're gonna have to have an extra long casket because Rick's gonna have her legs up and he's.
You're gonna have to be buried vertical.
It's gonna be a domed lid and shit.
You're gonna
so
have
her
to be
legs
instead
can
of being
up.
buried 6 foot in length. You'll be buried 6 foot deep, and the top of the casket will be like 6 inches off the ground. They'll have to bury the casket vertically. You'll have like a limo casket.
So I'd have a verdict. I mean, I'd have to get shot. That's the verdict.
What would you
What was
want,
yours?
Deuce?
Probably the same, but not like when it was come like.
You can't bust a nut now.
I know. I didn't.
No,
say
you're
that.
saying you'd
like,
prefer to
shot,
be-
like.
Yeah, I don't want
Like,
to
say
stand
if you
up and
Well, I
wait
got
for the.
confused.
Like you wouldn't know when it was.
Well, I got
Right.
confused. You said I didn't know when it was coming.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I'm like,
no,
no,
I mean,
you can't.
like getting shot. Like
That's what I'm
when the
saying.
bullet was on.
There's a lot of porn terms that relate to shooting.
So I think everybody needs to get shot.
The money shot.
Yeah, I don't think there's another. I tell you the other way I would like to go: drug overdose. That's got to be a cool way to go out. I mean, like,
Well, that's the way
Hey.
most.
because if you're on heroin, you're not feeling much of anything
Drink
anyway.
yourself to death.
Yeah, but most people with terminal illnesses die of a drug overdose.
What do you mean?
Well, they fill them up
'Cause they're
with
so
morphine so
fucking-
much it kills them.
Yeah, but I mean like a cool way. Like I want to go to Vegas,
Oh, so you want
Get
to
some
die on
whores.
coke or something? Yeah.
get some whores, and then, I don't have to die in them. I can be done, and then I'll go do about 50 pounds of coke.
Damn, you said 50 pounds, buddy. You ain't even gonna get past a fucking pound.
I don't think you get past. I never have done coke before. I bet you, I won't get past a few grams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would.
No, you'd be shit faced out of your mind.
How many lines
Dude,
is
a couple
gram?
grams is not that much.
How many lines is a gram?
Dude, I seen the movie Blow, and that dude was up to 5 grams a day.
Okay.
That's a lot of. That's over the whole day. You talking about 5 grams in one shot? Woo! You're gonna be
You're
fucking.
gonna not feel your fucking face.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I think that would be cool. Cause I mean, I want to know. I want to know what coke's about, but I really don't want to know what coke's about. You know
It's
what I
not that bad. I've done it.
I think you should be
Not
able
gonna
to
lie.
pick your last day. Like if the doctor says you got cancer, you got 6 months.
And then if you can't
I
pay
say-
the bill, you got another 6 months.
You got 6 months to live. I think you should be able to pick a day, like at the end of the 4th month, and say, "I want to die that Thursday."
Yeah, but what if you would live the next day? Then you just cut yourself short.
Yeah, but you know when you're dying, so you know you can go have a big fucking celebration that day. You're not.
Oh,
willed
you
to,
mean you're gonna put the memo into Jesus, and he's not gonna take you out early? Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
you're not gonna. You're not gonna like. Because toward the end you can't do shit.
So you're
you got
saying you're
people
going to be
sitting
like
around your
Dr.
bed.
Kevorkian and just
So
have a certain way
yeah,
to...
at the end of the 4th month, you can just be like, "Hey, Thursday I'm dying, so let's go Kings Island. Let's go to."
I tell you what, if
Go
on
to the
Thursday
bar.
I'm dying, on Monday we ain't going to Kings Island. That's a shitty ass amusement park to be checking out right before
Well,
you die.
that's what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
You should have a big celebration day, and then be like, say your goodbyes, and then you're gone.
I think if I think that'd be the weirdest thing to know you're gonna
the exact
to know
minute
the
when you're going to
moment
die.
you're gonna
Like you
die.
hear the doorbell when you're done with dinner and you're watching the sitcoms. You hear the doorbell and you're like, "Okay, kids, that's Dr. K.
Man.
Time for me to go."
5 more minutes of perfect strangers. Come on.
If I knew I was gonna die, I swear to God, I don't. You think you could still be faithful?
Yeah.
If somebody told you was gonna die
After that,
in 30 days,
you're in the spiritual
like
shit
let's
now.
say you owe me $50,000, and I say you don't have my $50,000 in 30 days. I'm putting a bullet in your head, and I'll put the bullet in your head, and you don't have the $50,000. Are you going to be like you just ride it all the way out? You wouldn't
ride
go.
it
You
out.
wouldn't go on a fuck fest.
I'm not going to have time to fuck anybody else.
Sure, you will.
No, my wife would be fucked constantly. What the fuck is that? Sounded like a fucking Congo drum roll or something.
I'm not sure. It was pretty creepy though.
What do you think the success rate of friends hooking up is?
I think it's a big whopping failure. Although I guess you could argue that most friends hook up from meeting people through friends.
If the
But I mean the term like you know, we're friends, we know each other, not like a friend introduced you.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're kind of, you know who each other is, but you've never really chatted much. I mean, like, two friends that are, like, friends.
Talking about, like, somebody growing up together.
Not even so much growing up. I mean, like, you're friends for a longer length of time than, I don't know, let's say a year. Let's say you're friends for a year, you know each other, you hang out, you go to the same parties, you know what I mean?
Well, if my female friend had the same mindset I had, it wouldn't be a problem.
What's your mindset?
It's just a nut. That's all it is.
It's just a nut?
Yeah, it's
She's
just having. I'm just there to bust.
Are
a
you
nut.
saying hook up was fucking or
No,
getting
I mean
together
people that try
as
to maintain
a relationship?
a lastful.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to clarify that because I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was meaning just to fuck or.
I agree with Roger because I mean, if you break up on bad terms and then
You know, they were my friends before they were yours. You can't go there.
yeah,
Type shit.
like we're going over. Oh, sorry to
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Jimmy. Like we're going over such and such house and. That person's going to be there. You're going to be like, fucking, I ain't.
Kind of feeling awkward.
You know, and shit.
But you know what? You got to get over that shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, my question is not so much as that, is more of, do you think that because you're friends, that's a good foundation to build a sexual relationship off of?
Yes and no, because it could be the best of best and it could be the worst of worst.
Right. I personally am of the opinion that it's hit or miss. I think you should learn to fuck each other and then become friends. You know what I mean? Because I think if you fuck each other right, you got a good chance of becoming friends. You know what I mean? I mean, who wouldn't want to be the friend of somebody who fucks them really good? You know what I mean? You don't always want to fuck the guy that's really good friends
but then
with you.
again, if you fuck your friend and he sucks ass,
Then you're not friends
then
anymore.
Then you got to break it to your friend that he
Right.
sucks. Like, who wants to tell her friend that?
Somebody today texted me and said, this kind of related, kind of unrelated. Have I ever heard of men faking orgasms? And I said yes. And she's like, I didn't think it mattered to men whether the sex was good or bad. They could still get off. And I'm like, no, it could be really shitty, and it's not much of a turn on. So yeah, we gotta be turned on too. You can't just fucking
Stick your dick in a cardboard box.
Yeah, I mean maybe Rick could.
I beg to differ.
Rick sticks his dick in lots of things and it gets off. But
Yeah, we're not talking about Rick here.
yeah, I mean I think
Rick could probably stick his dick in a glass of water and be all right.
As long as it's warm.
He's probably got so many gelatin molds around the house somewhere.
No,
Man,
I can't.
I'll tell you what, if those fucking walls could talk at his house,
Oh my God!
Jesus, you'd have a book. You'd have a book in you.
You'd have a twofer.
Yeah. You'd have a fucking 13-part miniseries.
It'd be the Newer Testament.
The Newer
It'd
Testament.
be a Bible.
Newer testicle.
Whose Bible?
It'd be a
What people are going to follow that book?
I'm just saying, it's going to be really fucking long like that.
Oh, it's going to be like Moby Dick
It's gonna have sub chapters.
and lots of pictures.
Yeah, it's going to be like a picture book.
Experimental.
It's going to be a
Kid and everything
pop-up
else.
book.
So,
Shit. Well, I'm really...
so you need to fuck your friend first, basically.
I think so.
So you fuck a chick and then you become friends while you're fucking, or you don't fuck anymore and you just still hang out and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when two friends get together, there's too many other dynamics that like eat away at them. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't have a big network of friends that you shared, you know what I mean? Like if you guys were friends kind of separately, but you each had your own clique, you know? Because like I'm friends with people that aren't in my clique. You know what I mean? I hate even saying the word clique. It's so gay. But that I could see, you know what I mean? Because while you're figuring it out, they just aren't in your clique, so it doesn't matter. But you're still friends with them, so that might work.
Yeah, I just think that if you do something like that, if you can weather the storm, it's going to be the best of the best. If you can't, and you're going to listen to the chit chatter that some friends do, you're going to let it eat away at you, and it's not going to be good.
all of my, I mean, I don't have any female friends that don't know I want to fuck them. I don't think I do.
Yeah, but you're fucking them is different than somebody else fucking them.
Really?
You're fucking them for You're fucking them for the soul, for
Purpose
the soul
of the nut,
Yeah,
Okay.
not anything else.
like
Like,
I think
can't fuck 'em for
other.
anything.
Well, that's what we're saying. We're saying is it going to be a good thing for a relationship status for friends to do something?
But where
like
I'm
that
aiming at with this is that,
between their eyes.
you know, all of my female friends, they know I want to fuck them, or they know I would if I could, or whatever. But
You can't tell me you would fuck every one of them. I'm calling bullshit.
no, not 100%.
Okay.
I'm just saying the ones I do want, they know it. Is what I'm saying.
You think so?
I think so.
Because I think they all think you want to fuck them. Although I know you don't want to, I think they all could bang you.
well, I know one that thinks she could probably bang me, and probably it's impossible. It's not going to happen ever.
Right.
But where I'm getting at is that if you're friends with a chick before you fuck them, how does that come up in conversation?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you tell your female friend you want to dig her out without her fucking running away?
First of all, you don't use the term "dig her out." I think you go there. I think you refrain from going there.
I guess the best thing
I'd
is
like
just
our
be
relationship
fucking drunk
to
around
move a
her
little
and
further.
go from there.
Yeah, drunk works because the truth serum is in you.
Yeah, because then the next day, if she's like, you can be like, I was drunk. Forget about it.
I don't even remember.
I said that.
And then she's like, "Yeah, we can do this," and then you're like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah, I think lots of
brought this
people.
up earlier.
I think a lot of people hook up under the pretenses of alcohol. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet the population would be lower if prohibition had stuck.
Oh man,
You know what I mean? And they just like physically
be a lot of grumpy motherfuckers on this earth. Bro.
Yeah.
Be a lot of people dying quickly.
What
What do you mean from like just violence?
Yeah. I know there's some angry drunks out there, but
Right.
most people, go to get a drink to fucking relax.
I was watching Knocked Up the other night, and them two got drunk and ended up boning and had a kid, like the first time they did it. That would suck ass.
Yeah, that kind of keeps me from ever wanting to do the full on menage a trois. Like, could you imagine having a menage a trois with some chick? I don't care how hot she is. I don't care who she is. And then you got a kid as a result of your menage a trois, and you got to see every time you see that kid, you're like, God damn it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever want to have a kid under those terms.
I don't know, because any of my potential
Menage a
takers,
trois.
they're all tied up, so I ain't gonna have to worry about
They're all tied up, huh?
it. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's a good thing.
I mean, not all of them, but I mean, you just pick the ones that are.
You just picked the ones that have got their tubes
Yeah,
tied.
pick the ones that are tied up.
Fried,
Yeah.
died, and laid to the side.
See, I keep flip flopping on this. Like, sometimes I'm just like a fucking hornball, and I'm like, I so want to fuck that person. And then other times I'm like, not so horny, and I'm like, I don't really need that. If I could just get everything else, I'd be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I think, well, what happens if you get everything else and you're like, fuck it. I'm going.
Well,
I'm going in.
Here's how it's going to be, because this is how it is with me. At home last night, we're getting our shit on.
Having quote unquote relations.
So I go up under the covers and just fucking ate it up. Like she could have been done after that, but I didn't allow that.
You didn't allow that.
So
I'm the man. I didn't allow that shit. Not my house.
I'm the dominator in the sex, remember?
All right.
So I roll over and I figure this is just going to be an oral night. Okay? She's going to get off orally and I'm going to have my oral-gasm. And then we're going to go to bed.
Okay.
So after 5 minutes into it, I just look up and I see this ass up in the air and I'm like, just let me go. I got to get in there. I couldn't just stop at that.
Yeah, but I think if it was another chick, you should
Another
have
chick,
another place to
Another
go.
chick, the first time ever, you're so excited. You may not happen again. You're not going to want to get in the pussy. or you're not gonna mind not getting in the pussy.
Yeah, because you're just happy to get what you can
Like,
get.
we had the fucking session. It may not ever happen again. I'm fucking so glad it happened, but I never got to fucking go inside her.
Well, you always got to leave them wanting more, right?
I'd have.
I mean, you don't want to.
After about 10 minutes ahead, I'd have to be like, "Oh, just let me get in your ass."
Well, you got an ass to go in. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's not like you're not gonna have sex. You're just not gonna have sex with that person.
If it had to go down like that, like, this is all you're getting if it happens, I'd be like, okay, cool,
Right?
no problem.
Right. You're not gonna
guarantee
say
you
no.
every man would fucking say that.
Oh yeah, I think oral shouldn't be cheating.
You know, I think marriages. I will say this. I think marriages. Well, no. Let me rephrase this. I want to make sure I get this right. I think the divorce rate would calm the fuck down if we were a little more like the Romans were, you know, but with some modern kind of guidelines. Like, you have your partner and spouse and the person you marry and you have your kids with, but then everybody
concubines.
Yeah, and then everybody has that one person, that one other person that on a some basis that they get to go and they just kind of got carte blanche to just fulfill the need of, you know what I mean, of wanting to conquer shit. You have a person you can go and kind of subdue that kind of urge. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't want her doing that, you know? Mm-hmm. I don't want her going and subduing no urge.
I think oral should not be cheating.
Yeah.
But I think there should be some kind of...
you would be mad as fuck if I came to you and said, dude, your woman blew me.
Not if she said, do you care if I blow Roger? And I say, yeah, sure. Not if that happened. But if you just came over one
with
day...
no guarantee someone else is going to blow you? Exactly.
No, not
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't even
Too
try.
long.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there's a guarantee that somebody's going to blow me, but I'm saying that I can blow, or somebody can blow me.
No. I'm telling you, you're going to want simultaneous blowing. Because you're never...
Just to make sure it
you
happens.
never know that you're not... that you want to make sure you're going to get yours.
What if next week we decide, you know what, that ain't really for us? But
Yeah.
she done had a dick in her mouth,
right.
And I ain't
That's
had
what
nothing.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she'd be the one that said that ain't for me, and then you get screwed
and then
out.
I need to find
No,
me...
you wouldn't get screwed.
I need to find me a
Screwed.
chick that
Well-
will blow you. That's what I need to find.
Oh, man.
Shit. What's next? We drug that one way out.
You remember back in the old days when they took the pictures, you know, the old farmer wife and the man, and he's got the fork, and they're just standing there looking like
Like they're constipated.
take this fucking picture. And they're not smiling. And nowadays, say cheese and all that shit, you
And
know.
it's like
Right.
against the law to not smile in a fucking
Yeah, I
When
mean,
did the rule change to where you
you
need to
never
smile in the
see.
picture?
I've never logged into Facebook and seen somebody's picture that looked like an 1890s picture. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
we should start doing that just to fuck with people.
That should be. We should all do that. All do the straight face.
We should just have put a straight face default up.
Yeah, like
And then I'll announce it on Facebook like they always do.
Because it probably took so long to take pictures back then. They was probably pissed off. That's
Oh
why.
yeah, you got a good point.
They were
there,
probably
Dennis.
trying to get that little
Well-
fucking machine to work.
Well, you got that big ass flash that
yeah.
the fucking
Burnt your nose when
yeah.
it fucking went
That's
off.
probably why they're not
Fucking-
smiling, because they're like,
The flash powder and shit.
you got fucking burns here and this asshole.
Yeah, but nowadays
Take my
it's just
fucking
like-
picture.
People are trying to look as attractive as they can in a picture.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think the mindset would have been that back then. Like,
Back then they're just like, man, take this fucking picture and let me go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I mean, I guess maybe because you grew up and cameras were commonplace and...
Old Betsy needs milked. Hurry the fuck up.
But, I mean, I would like to see, if you could go back in time...
See the first picture with a smile in it.
the first dude that was wilding out like, what up, motherfucker? You know, like, that guy. That guy that was the first guy to smile
That changed it, yeah.
in a photograph. Because, you know, they probably made fun of him like, this motherfucker smiled.
That's because he got some head from some other chick that wasn't his wife.
Yeah, like...
It probably was a kid, and he probably got his ass beat for smiling.
They're like, retake it. He smiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing as like the first person that said, hey, look at that plant. Let's smoke it. Maybe it'll make us high.
Yeah, I guess that...
Well, one of our presidents used to grow this shit, so...
There had to been, you know, the first
Very
person
first
to
president,
do something.
actually.
There's so much shit that people do nowadays that nobody will ever know the person that originated it.
I know, like, them people that create new Ebonic words.
Yeah.
You know what
Like,
I mean?
who came up with the middle finger?
Yeah. Whoever fucking
who
said,
came
hey,
up-
if I stick this finger up, it means fuck you now.
Yeah,
I
why
looked
does
that up
fuck
at
a
one
cuss
time
word?
and
Why is...
Found like kind of like origins of it and shit, but I mean,
You
I don't know
know,
if it's
why is
true
cuss
or
words
not.
cuss words? Why are they not bad? Why are they bad words?
They're just fucking words somebody made up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then everybody just said that sounds bad.
That's bad.
It sounds bad.
Like
and then
gunt.
later on people
Roger.
later on people added definitions to them.
Yeah.
Like fuck, that means to have intercourse with
What
somebody.
are you saying?
Fornicate.
The word came first and the definition came later?
Somebody probably
Fornicate.
dropped something on their foot and just said fuck.
What?
And
Well,
then,
actually, I think if you look it up, I think fuck is something that they started in the.
It's Latin for lay down on the bed and let me have your
I think it's
vagina.
fornication upon the consent and request of the king is what it stands for.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck.
So they abbreviated
Means you want to
it.
fuck the king?
No, what upon the consent and request of the king.
I'm confused.
me too.
So if he wanted to fuck her, he could go fuck her.
Okay.
Or
What
he'd
if I
tell
wanna-
them to the fuck. You had to have permission to fuck.
Take her to the fuck.
Take her to the fuck.
Yeah. I mean, look at some, countries. They have certain laws that you have to have. You can only have so many kids, or you can only have so many girls, and
But
Yeah.
there's all kinds of shit that you can think about off of this topic. It could branch out into
millions
like
of fucking things.
like back in the 1500s. What was a session of intercourse like back then?
Probably very boring.
It was probably retarded.
I
The chick
think-
probably didn't like it. The guy probably was just wanting to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, just like who
Well, you saw- you s-
invented getting head and eating pussy?
Oh, that's been around forever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Men will stick their dick in anything.
But why did they think of that?
I shall
Well,
put my
hey,
cock in your mouth.
I'm glad they did, but
if
I
I
mean,
put this
hey,
in that hole,
hey, he
imagine
would-
what my tongue would do if I flicked it on your liver.
He was 6 and figured out he could stick it in a fucking bread bag or some shit.
No, that wasn't me.
Well,
that
whatever.
was- somebody used the bread bag as a condom.
Yeah, he was a teenager though. So I mean, but it's like there's all kinds of shit that's invented to where you're like, who the fuck ever came up with that?
Well, I mean, I think it's. I do think some things need to be taught, but
Like-
I think there are those other thinkers that think outside the box. Like I said this before. If I would have, if when I was fooling around with a chick, if I'd have ever thought to put my dick in her mouth, she'd have had a dick in her mouth. You know what I mean? It just never occurred to me to put my dick in there. You know, like I wanted her to touch it. I was hoping she would touch it. I was doing everything to get her to touch it, but it never occurred to me that I want this thing in her mouth.
Somebody came up one day and said, that's a warm, wet hole. So is the one in behind. That's a warm hole. That hole in her face is warm. Maybe it does the same thing.
That hole in her face is warm.
Wow, we just went back to the fucking 50s, didn't we?
Jeez. Wow.
But I mean, like
Rick,
like the middle finger.
women's rights activists.
Like the middle finger. What makes you think, or what makes you say that that is obscene and makes
Yeah.
and it
Who
says something.
says that means fuck you? I don't understand. It's just a finger.
Yeah, but if a cop drove by and you went like that to him, he's going to stop and do something to you.
Yeah.
Dude, I was saying your number.
But what can he do?
Just like,
I mean, is it a fucking law like you cannot
Who's the?
put
Why
your
is
middle
this,
finger up?
There's different meanings for different shits you do with your hands. Why
Right.
is that?
Well, it's kind of a cultural adoption of it.
Well, I mean, like, where was it? Nixon went somewhere and he did this, and it was like,
peace.
but it was not that in that country, though. It meant something else.
It probably meant fuck off and die in that country.
He got out of the plane doing this, and they kind of fucking booed him and was throwing shit at him or something.
it means rape goat.
Rape goat.
It means anal rape goat.
No, peace and love, peace and love.
No, Nixon, goat raper.
Well, that's like the Nova, the Chevy Nova here was a kind of a cool car, kind of a nostalgic 70s.
Well, Nova is like four cars.
Well,
That's where they got the word Nova from.
Well, in Mexico, they couldn't sell not a one of them motherfuckers because in Mexico it means no go. Like nobody wants to buy the car that says no go.
It does mean that.
Yeah.
Nova.
Yeah.
Nova.
So like they couldn't sell it there,
Yeah, not shit.
because it fucking it didn't make sense.
I ain't buying no car that don't go, man.
I don't care how much you're selling it for.
I don't give a shit if it's 20 pesos. But I mean, it's just mind-boggling that all this shit. Like who decided to fucking take a piece of wood and put some strings on it and pluck the strings to make noise?
Aborigines.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know that. I'm just saying.
Somebody had to have done it. Was it the Incas?
Hey, somebody back in the day stretched the fucking skin over a log and made a drum.
Somebody took a deer mane off a buck and wrapped it around a log and fucking tripped over it.
Yeah, but
And then it was like, ding, oh, you make noise. So then they started doing it. Shit.
yeah, I think a lot of discoveries are by accident. You know what I mean?
I could have come up, I could have a saying out there.
You could.
Like who started calling Cincinnati the Natty?
Yeah.
Who started that?
Assholes.
The dirty thugs.
Yeah.
So I could have a couple of invented words out there that I don't really know I invented them. Because even though I said it and have never heard it before, doesn't mean that, it's not been said.
Yeah, I think unless you sit down and invent the word,
Yeah.
knowing that you could have never heard it before, then maybe you could kind of stake some claim to it. But just to say it and then assume that you might have.
I now declare right now that fufa means suck my dick.
Fufa?
Yeah.
That is the gayest made-up word
I don't
ever.
know,
You
but-
couldn't come up with anything better than fufa?
Fufa.
Pasta fungal.
That sounds a lot like the fucking Wonkos and shit.
I don't know, but we need to invent a word.
Yeah.
On one of these shows, we need to invent a word.
We got some words invented, don't we?
Yeah, but they're not like a word that was, like
Who invented dilk?
I first heard that from a guy I used to work with.
Really?
First
But
time I
that
heard
doesn't mean
gut
he
was from
invented it.
Roger, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he invented it.
I didn't invent the word gun. I
Like, he
wish.
coulda
It was a
heard-
good word.
Yeah,
He could have heard
that was
dope
nasty.
from somebody else.
Oh, I'm sure he did, but I mean, I guess maybe there's
Who the fuck thought up MILF? There's another
That came
good
from
one.
American Pie.
no MILF was out there before American
Yeah.
Pie. They just made it popular.
Yeah.
I think.
They popularized it, but who invented it and how long was it out before that movie come out? The director or the writer of that movie could have heard that and put it in there.
Yeah,
He coulda
it
heard
was
that
pretty
from somebody.
popular.
He made
as a
it
movie.
fucking popular.
So anyway, the smiling in photos, I don't know who invented that, but
Well, I don't know who invented it either, but I just thought it was interesting that we used to not smile in pictures, and
Now we do.
now we do. It's like, what else are we gonna like not used to do? And it's like gonna go the complete
I
opposite.
wonder if we'll go back to the not smiling in photos in 100 years or so.
That'd be cool.
somebody calling in.
No, my dumbass forgot to unplug the phone.
We're going to pause for identification.
Getting more douchebags laid than a bag of roofies. You're listening to Podcast Radio by the West Side Wise Guys.
Call me a faggot. Anyway, we're going to move right along to... You ever been to a nude beach?
No, but I want to go.
Is there any in the United States?
There's got to be, right? I would think there would be.
If you can pay for head in Las Vegas, there's got to be a nude beach somewhere.
Yeah. You can pay for head anywhere, buddy.
You can pay for head right here, right after the show.
But anyway.
Oh, wow. Is that Roger? You need some extra money, buddy?
I got to stand out front, man.
I would go. I mean, of course, I'd go to a nude beach. It doesn't bother me a bit, but I mean, it would be kind of awkward because you've never been to one. So, even though it's okay to do it, wouldn't you still be nervous and embarrassed, embarrassed to do it?
I think
even though it's legal?
I think I would be self-conscious.
Yeah, I'd be,
because you'd have to think. First of all, if you go to a nude beach, you should kind of be semi-sexy or something. Like, I don't want to go to the all-fat nude beach, you know what I mean?
There's been some fat, nasty fuckers on the nude beach.
I know, but that you know what I'm saying? Like,
have grandma and grandpa there.
It's kind of like the swingers club. Like, you don't want to go there and be the ugliest motherfucker there. And you don't want to go there and be the hottest motherfucker there either, because then you're like all disappointed, you know, from the whole different side. Like, if you're the ugliest motherfucker there, then it's going to be like, damn, you know, like, these people, there's no way I'm getting any action. And if you're the best looking person there, you don't want nothing to do with the fucking skeezers in there. So you got to, like,
mediocre.
Yeah, somebody should be grading motherfuckers on the way in.
And the thing is, you're going to be self-conscious, but probably 100% of them motherfuckers aren't even looking at you.
Now, there should be 10 nude beaches, and all the 10s get to go to the 10 beach.
Yeah.
Somebody just grades them. You get a card.
Yeah, there should be divisions.
Yeah.
Why is that, man? Don't you want a variety at the fucking beach you go to?
No, I want to see people that look just like me.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I want a variety.
I mean, there will be a variety of people that kind of look like you. You know what I mean? You won't feel inadequate because Cindy Crawford ain't sitting right next to you.
She ain't, so.
That wouldn't bother me.
Yeah,
I'd
rather see like different. You know, I don't want all the same fuckers on the same.
I would
place.
be so engulfed looking at that bitch that I wouldn't even worry about what I looked like.
You don't think you'd be self-conscious?
No, I'd be thinking about seeing if I can hit that
like
mole
this.
on her
He'd be
fucking
like this.
lip with my jizz.
He'd be looking at her like this, like.
Okay.
Like Cindy.
I have a list of nude beaches in the USA from
Really?
A through M.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah. There's beaches and places I wouldn't expect to have.
Ain't even beaches. They're like lakes.
There's a fucking nude
There's
beach in Indiana.
Where?
Well, I could click it. Hold on.
It's probably at the nudist colony.
Alabama, Arizona, California has 7.
Damn.
Florida has 7. Colorado has 1.
Colorado.
What the fuck?
Wow, that's a frozen fucking lake.
Yeah.
there,
What the
buddy.
fuck?
It says what it says. Hawaii has 8. They lead in the A through
Is there
M's.
any of them in the Bahamas? Oh, that ain't the United States. Never mind. My
Right.
bad.
2 new beaches in Indiana, 2 in Louisiana, 3 in Maine, 2 in Maryland, 4 in Massachusetts, and 2 in Michigan.
So we're the one in Indiana.
Hold on, I'm
Damn.
looking.
Indiana, I mean, that ain't that far of a drive.
Net Nude, Indiana,
Net
and
nude.
Ponderosa Sun Club.
I bet none
Them
of
are
them.
nudist colonies.
I bet none of them are free where you can just walk up, get your clothes
no.
off, and go in.
No.
It's got to be making money. There's no
You gotta
free
be part
nude
of
beaches.
the nudist colony, man.
Net Nude. Singles information.
Net nude.
Come join us. Log on. It's netnude.com.
Where you can see granny titties all the way up.
It's like a game show host. I'm Net Nude.
We got draggers. We got face slappers. We got all varieties. netnude.com.
Yeah, got damn eggs on nails.
So what percentage of U.S. travelers do you think say they would go to one?
Yeah.
I know the answer, so I can't answer.
I'm saying 50%.
I'm going to say
There's-
47%.
I mean, I know there's got to be half and half. There's got to be half freaks and half, prudes.
I'm gonna go. I want to say 28.
Let's go. I want to go to this place called Sunny Haven Recreational Park. It is a private, family-oriented nudist recreation park.
Okay.
What the?
And
Located near South Bend, Indiana, Sunny Haven was founded in 1947 on the back portion of our founder's farm. In more than 50 years since, we have continuously improved out 20 acres of facility, so that today we are a modern nudist park.
I knew that Notre Dame was faggots.
Enjoyed by people who come for the daytime recreation and relaxation, and for those who enjoy camping with RVs, woodies, and tents. I put woodies in there. It says singles friendly.
Really?
I get. That's
said
so weird.
family oriented?
That's what it said. All of them do.
Wouldn't that be so?
So it's nudist colonies. It's basically what the fuck it is.
Hold on, this one's Lake O the Woods Club.
Lake O the
I
Wood.
bet.
Land of
Let
Lake.
go the wood.
Is a member owned, family oriented, cooperative nudist club.
Cooperative.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
that
what
means if you ask for something, you'll cooperate.
So what's the percentage, Roger?
it's 48%.
48%.
Oh, damn, I was close.
This is so crazy. I'm gonna.
But wouldn't that be so? Wouldn't you feel so free though if you could go lay on a beach in the breeze, with no butt naked?
Just walking and let
Dude,
you.
I would have a tent the whole time.
I don't know if I'd have a tent.
How would you have a fucking tent if you're nude?
My towel.
He's saying it.
I don't
tent
know.
in his pants.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in a fucking nudist colony, you ain't gonna
There
have
ain't
shit
none
on.
in Ohio.
There ain't shit in Ohio. You can't even fucking smoke in Ohio. You can't smoke in Ohio. You can't fuck in the ass. Ohio's fucking boring.
Oh, this is weird. This advertisement shows this chick grabbing her gunt.
Oh my god.
I'm not making that up.
Oh wow, that is fucking.
And the caption reads, "Cut down a bit of your belly every day by simply following this one weird old tip." I have to click it. I'm sorry.
Good thing it's a fucking apple. That's virus written all over it. She's grabbing her front butt saying, click here.
Front butt.
her gunt.
I don't know. It's one of those things that never goes to the place that you think. I guess you're supposed to eat berries.
Twigs and berries, twigs and berries.
Either way, to see a weird picture of a chick grabbing her gunt, that's priceless.
Well, I think we need to touch on this.
What?
we
Yeah,
get
Leslie
outta here.
Nielsen passed.
Yeah, he was a funny motherfucker.
He
He had a lot of. I didn't know until he died, but he had a fucking tremendous amount of drug problems.
I mean, who?
Yeah.
What famous person doesn't?
I think there are people that can do it.
There are, but I bet a majority. You got all that money, you're gonna do something.
Yeah, because you can afford rehab.
That's how you know if you should try drugs if you can afford rehab.
Let's play a few clips from
The
him.
motherfuckers that can't it become sitting on the corner somewhere.
For those of you guys that don't remember, I just remember the Naked Gun movies.
Oh man,
I didn't watch a lot of his movies, but I just remember them.
I always had some other ones.
Let's play some clips.
Wasn't he in Airplane?
Yeah.
I am Count.
Dracula. Puberty is a difficult time in a young man's life. This book may explain what's happening. Let's see. Your mood swings, fluid retention, and once a month you'll bleed from your vagina. This may be the wrong book.
Rocco finds out you're a cop, you might end up dead.
You might end up dead is my middle name.
What about Jay?
I don't know her middle name.
How soon can you land? I can't tell.
You can tell me I'm a doctor.
No, I mean, I'm just not sure.
Or can't you take a guess?
Well, not for another 2 hours.
You can't take a guess for another 2 hours?
Let go of that fellow!
How could you take her from me? I can't live without her. Lucille! Lucille!
Sorry, there's been a terrible mistake. This is
Oh, what the?
He's humping a corpse.
Oh, damn.
Give me 5 minutes.
That'd be Rick.
Wait.
Steve Fisher, you look great. Thank you. We go back a long way, huh?
Let's have a drink.
Okay.
The girl.
You know, he was kind of famous for being a fucking, for
Being a moron.
A moron,
basically.
yeah.
He's kind of like that one. What's that other one little dude, the smaller guy on Carol Burnett's show?
Tim Conway.
Yeah, he was kind of fucking known for being a moron, too. Tim Conway.
The Three Stooges started it, buddy.
For being
Yeah,
stupid, you mean?
Yeah, being fucking just slapstick stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did kind of pioneer that.
Anyway, we figured we'd pay a little tribute to him, so... I mean, people just keep
I had to go home
dropping.
and watch them, because I missed the one where he was shitting on everybody.
Shitting on everybody?
Well, he farted, whatever.
So I'm really glad, man. Our fucking our broadcast to the show went apparently pretty good, I guess. It seems like nothing crashed.
Hell, yeah.
All right, test one on My Sin Radio went with flying colors.
Yeah, it's giving me a headache. It really is.
Also, if anybody's listening out there, if you think you can do what we do, but just think you can't afford it, you can actually get an economical way of getting your show out there and buy time on My Sin Radio. It's very affordable, and it gives the little guys an outlet that we didn't have.
Yeah, and in addition to that, it kind of inadvertently offers many things. Like maybe you can't figure out how to broadcast your show to your website. Well, they take care of that. They give you a link to copy and paste into your page. The player's right there, and they take care of the rest.
I mean, you buy time, you add the player to your website, and bam, as soon as your fans go on your page, they're listening within seconds.
Yeah, they listen to whatever's playing, but if you buy a time slot from them, then you send your people there when
it's your time.
It's your time when your show is.
And also, they do have affordable time slots for any advertising. So if you own a local business, or if you're a local band and just want to get a song out there, it's cheap. Just give them a call. You can buy a time slot. They can sell you certain amount of plays a day for a low introductory rate, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's another outlet for any local musicians or any local businesses that want to advertise. You can also do so on My Sin Radio.
Oh, I was gonna drop this, but I'm not like 100% certain on it. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I've got an idea. I'm gonna do like my own. We're like the Beatles, and I'm gonna do my own solo project for a while. I'm gonna do another show that I don't know if I'm gonna have it streaming over the My Sin Radio. I definitely am not going to. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to create a page. So it was my idea to create some way for exclusive content. You can't get it on a website. You can't download it anywhere. The only way to get it is to tune in at the appropriate time and hear it, or catch a replay of it. Because right now there's no exclusive content like our show's on there, but you can get our show on our site. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm thinking of doing. It's gonna be very, very dark. It won't be nothing like this. It'll just be me talking, and I'm thinking of calling my show "Confessions of a Molested Mind," where it'll flop in and out of, chronic
consciousness.
Well, yeah, you probably when you're listening to it, you'll probably pass out. It'll chronicle my life and things that have happened to me and how those things relate to other people, and just the kind of unrealistic woes of
being Roger.
Of being human. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to use my own life experiences
to speak out to
others. But like, I'm not going to tell you about the one time I bought a stick of gum in the fucking grocery store. Sure, we can all relate to it, but who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
The only thing I can't relate to is you jacking off in the doctor's office waiting for Grandpa.
Well, I couldn't
help the urge. Yeah. I think that's where
you know what?
I figured Rick would say some shit like that.
That's what everybody got it wrong, because they all thought it was Rick's, and nobody knew what knew what it was. No one knew what everyone was going to put. You know what I mean? It was submitted silently, so he didn't know I was going to pick that, and we didn't try to goof on anybody. It just came out like that. But I thought it would be really cool to just do something like straight, just dialogue, straight serious, not,
Just going to hit on different subjects or just wild off the brain?
No, it'll definitely be scripted. You can't just get on here for 30 minutes and wing it. You know what I mean?
You got a lot to talk about up there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure people do it, but I mean, like, we don't sit down. I mean, we sit down to a modest, not really script, just kind of bullet points is what we do. And that's kind of the same way I'm going to go with it. Bullet points, only going to do a half an hour. It's not probably ever going to be live unless there's some sort of outcry for live. But I'm thinking, like, I'll tape it at like 3 a.m. when you're in that weird
state of mind.
Yeah, like maybe like after I come home from partying or something.
You know what I got to say about Roger trying to go solo on us?
You ain't eating no other pussy but this one.
That's right.
I'll still eat your pussy, but I'm gonna do a show.
But what if Roger does eat a different pussy?
Then that bitch is getting her ass beat.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I thought it would be really cool to, like, maybe it's only once a month or something when you go out and you party and then you come back to your house and things are calm and
deep thought of mind,
quiet, and you're just kind of in that wallow of life. You know what I mean? It's like you're almost ready to go to bed and like, you're just chill. But there's, it's like you really want to have like an intellectual conversation. I'm going to have that conversation with myself and see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, there's some it's going to be very revealing, probably way more honest than this show is. Like, you might learn shit about me that you really don't want to know about me. And then you might learn some things about me that relate exactly to you and figure out that, it's kind of, we have more in common than
True
you might think.
Confession.
But here's the other thing. The only people that are going to know that I'm doing this are the people that listen to this show, and that's it. Because on the show, I'm not going to refer to myself as Roger. I'm going to refer to myself as Anonymous.
That's Fufa.
Yes, Fufa. Yeah.
Fufa.
Can I borrow that? No, I'm going to refer to myself as an unnamed individual. You know what I mean?
Schimmel.
You're listening to Schimmel.
It's the dark man.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to give a name. It'll be like, I won't even refer to myself at all with a name in mind. You know what I mean? It'll just be like, it'll be a stranger. Maybe I'll just be the stranger. The stranger at the other end of the microphone.
Dark thoughts of a molested mind.
Yeah.
Hey.
People have been asking me, like, where'd you come up with that title? I'm like, you gotta listen. You want to know about it, you gotta listen. But I thought it would be cool to have some proprietary content. Like, you can't get it anywhere else.
Hell yeah.
And I'm thinking of picking like a a late time slot or something.
That's the horn. So, thanks for tuning in this week to the WSWG show. We'll be back on next Monday at 8 o'clock.
Later.